This is prototype. Drum machine, or the drum kit will be wireless. This is kind of still hooked into some trickery that's basically plugged into a wireless controller. We are getting new kits in the next week from China, but essentially we had a couple goals in mind for the drum kit. One was to really elevate the cymbals off of the pads to make it feel a little more like a real drum kit. So one of our mantras coming out is like, we want you to be able to, like, if you know the drum part, if you're a drummer, Andy here is our drummer, you'll see him in action. If you're a drummer, you can almost like close your eyes and play, because you know the hi-hats here, you know the crashes here, you know the low toms here, the high toms here, the snares here, obviously you know where the kick is. So you can play, and there's no like tweaking the pad orientation for the song. It's all like you're playing a real drum kit. It also allows you to play, 16th notes on the hi-hat and on the snare. You're not doing one of these things where you're like doing that. So that was another goal of ours, was to make it feel just more like real drumming. By elevating the cymbals, then we also made it lefty compatible. So we elevated our crash cymbal. So there are five different drum heads there. This is crash cymbal, low tom, high tom, snare, hi-hat, and kick. So the other big thing on the drums that we wanted to accomplish was make them more quiet, make them responsive, make them bouncy, allow you to do flams and rolls. You'll see here, like, our drum kits, hopefully I don't delete something here, but the heads are really nice. They're kind of modeled after Roland V-drum heads. The hi-hats even are very, have a lot of bounce, have a lot of silicone in them. Silicone's not cheap, so we're not pinching pennies on this kit. It's both wireless and it's got 8-inch heads instead of 7-inch heads. These are stick holders. It's got nice bounce back. It's quiet, relatively quiet, and it's velocity sensitive. And that's one of the cool things you'll see in the music studio. Music studio allows you to create your own music. So it wouldn't be that cool if, like, every time you hit the snare it was like the same exact level. Everyone's song would sound the same. So what we've done is we've actually are packing in, if any of you know MIDI drum kit, you have a velocity. There's a note and a velocity. We're sending the velocity data, packing that along. We know you hit the snare, we know you hit it at X loudness, and we can then assign a different sample or a different pitch or a different sound to be played when you hit it at that loudness. So essentially it allows for really expressive drumming. You can accent notes in the music studio, and it gives you a more realistic drumming experience. In the game we have accent notes that are like, you'll see little drum heads that come down, and they have like a little steel, armor on top of them. Those are accent hits, and those, if you hit it louder than your last few notes, then you'll get the extra points for that note. It's just something extra that our kit allows us to do. That if you have our kit plugged in and you're using the Guitar Hero kit, you'll get the velocity notes.